Good evening, my name is George Henderson here with Killian Graves, and welcome to KGM International's evening program. Tonight in the news, the quaint and idyllic town of Haddonfield, New Jersey has been plunged into chaos after its third day without power.
Haddonfield's power grid has been taken down late Tuesday night due to unforeseen amount of use, alongside with the premiere of Parks and Recreation's 7th season. We have a foreign correspondent, George Henderson, on the scene. Grace?
Thank you, Killian. Here I am with Mr. Jeff Bogard, humanities teacher at Haddonfield Memorial High School. What did you think of the Parks and Recreation season premiere last week?
Loved it.
But what were you thinking when the power suddenly went out in the middle of the episode?
I felt dark and lonely.
And how are you feeling when you were unable to watch the rest of the episode?
Absolutely furious.
As I think we all would. Thank you, Mr. Bogard.
A truly tragic story.
Indeed. News just in, we have reports of arson and looting in Haddonfield. Here are a few videos provided by viewers like you. In this particular clip, we see a man and a woman, it appears, running out of this house. The man with a green jacket and the woman with brown hair and a sweater. The man carries an acoustic guitar in a case, and the woman a bunch of bananas and a television, as it seems. The two appear to be wearing Dick Cheney and President Bush masks, the reasons for which we aren't entirely certain. We then see the two suspects fleeing the scene, and their locations are still unknown. The police are still searching. Then in this clip, taken only moments later, we see an identical man with the same rolled-up jeans running, and an older fellow, very thin, almost spider-like, hobbling out of the building. He carries the same bunch of bananas and television. However, this man appears to have poor eyesight and walking ability. We then see the camera drop as the witness pursues the older fellow. Local teacher Terrence Woods also felt the effects of the Big Dark. His home was looted during the power outage and some of his most treasured belongings were stolen.
Thank you, George. Here I am with Mr. Woods, who has also been affected negatively by the Big Dark. Isn't that right?
Unfortunately, yes. I couldn't find my glasses. I think I have them somewhere, but I lost my glasses. And my security system went totally out.
Has anything been stolen from you?
Well, at last count, I think 48 or 49,000 poetry books are lost and another 2,000 grammar books.
Do you have any extra copies of them?
No, they're in the dark. I can't find them.
Well, on behalf of myself and KGM International, I am truly sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
The refrigeration failure due to power outages has negatively affected teacher Holly Mays and subsequently her students.
Thank you, George. Here I am with Mrs. Holly Mays, English teacher at Haddonfield Memorial High School. I've been shocked to learn about the conditions she's been living with since the Big Dark. Mrs. Mays, could you tell me about some of these conditions?
Why, yes. Every day I send a student down to the teacher's lounge to get me a Diet Coke, and the students are returning empty-handed. And now this would be acceptable, however, I understand that the local convenience stores and supermarkets are not receiving their shipment of chocolate.
That's terrible. How has this been affecting your students?
Well, normally I'm a pretty nice, easygoing person, but I'm taking it out on my students. I have less patience for them, and I no longer put smiley faces or fun cartoons on their quizzes.
That is truly terrible. Back to you, George. Local Haddonfield skaters have been disappointed to find that it's very difficult to be skating because of the level of ice that they've experienced on their normal skating grounds. Here I am with Alex Fisher, Haddonfield skater. Could you tell me about what it's been like to try to skate with this level of ice?
Well, it's not possible, you know. I fell, Richards fell, it just...
Oh! The ice!
It's just not working.
Did you sustain this injury because of skating on the ice?
Yeah.
The ice broke my wrist! Blame the ice!
As you can see, it's very difficult to go about your daily life here in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Local science teacher Matt Didionato has also been affected by the power outage. After losing his power, he had to burn his entire colorful selection of boat ties to keep warm. Grace Henderson is on the scene.
Thank you, Killian. Here I am with Mr. Matt Didionato, science teacher at Haddonfield Memorial High School. He too has been victim of the cataclysmic events of the Big Dark. After having experienced such a great loss, I think what we're all wondering is how you've coped.
Though it definitely is a great loss, I really believe that it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. but I've been trying to fill the void left by my bow tie collection by wearing interesting hats and colorful socks.
That's great, but could you estimate how many bow ties were lost when you had to burn them?
Oh, I'd have to say easily at least 500, and I burned the entire collection.
Well, on behalf of myself and the rest of my team at KGM International, we're very sorry. Thank you.
Here from KGM, I'm George Henderson.
And I'm Killian Graves, signing off.
Thank you.